What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So what we are basically going to be doing in this video today is we are basically going to be watching a video on the title called The Heux Phase, and we're basically going to be reacting to it, and I'm basically going to be giving you my honest opinions on what I think about it. And this is basically going to be a red pill video that is basically going to break down the dynamics of female nature and why females do what they do, right? So if you haven't already done this, subscribe to the channel at Wokey Bucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Leave comments in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think about this video, and share this video with your friends. You feel what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into this video. So y'all gonna see the screen recording pop up on the screen in a couple of seconds, but let's get into it, man.
Welcome to the non-judgment zone. That's right. That means if you're in here, you're not judging. So that means all the judgy Judies, you gotta go. Seriously. We're gonna talk about the Heux phase, okay? And if we're gonna talk about the Heux phase, I need this to be a non-judgmental space because I love women and I think that women get enough judgment as it is, and we especially get judged for the decisions we make with our own bodies.
You literally just said that women get judged a lot in this society. That's a lie. That's a lie. The thing you have to understand is that this society that we live in is based on the female dynamic. Women don't get judged more than men get judged in this society. If a woman commits the same crime that a man commits, they're either going to give her a lesser sentence, or men who create the laws in the society, majority, right, are going to not penalize the woman as much just because of the fact that they're going to simp over her because she's a woman. Women don't have it as hard in the society as men do, right? As a man, especially coming up in your younger stages, and when I'm talking about having it as hard, I'm talking about having a grind as hard, and just even in the dating dynamic, right? Men have to grind as hard. Men have to put in that effort to self-improve, to be able to get the options that a woman can easily get if she isn't even improving, right? All you literally need to do is to show up as a woman to be able to get the options that you want. But as a man, for us to be able to get the options that we want, for us to be able to capitalize on opportunities, whether it's in the dynamic of relationships or talking to somebody like women, right? Or job opportunity, we need to improve. That's why our prime isn't into our 30s or 40s or 50s, 60s. But a woman's prime is as early as age 14, until she's probably hit the wall, which is probably going to be in the 30s or 40s, whenever that occurs, right? So the point I'm basically trying to make is that women for sure don't have it as hard in society as men do. But let's get back into this video, man.
So I got a group of women together who are sharing their experience with their Heux phase. First of all, what is a Heux phase? How do you know you're in one? Was it a good experience? Was it a bad experience? And what I'm curious about is a Heux phase something that's born from some unresolved pain and trauma, maybe from childhood? Or is a Heux phase a place where a woman can reclaim her power, her sexuality?
All right, no. Let's clear something up right now, right? So the first point she made in regards to women feeling like they have to go through their Heux phase as a part of like them going through some type of trauma in their life, we have to first and foremost understand that that is a scapegoat, right? That is a scapegoat. That is a way for a woman to justify why she's trying to be a hoe, why she's trying to be a 304 or 403. And the one thing is that if you especially as a man in society, if you are not masculine enough to keep her in check, you are going to get taken advantage of. You are literally done for. These are the types of women that you have to hold accountable, because she will not hold herself accountable, right? Even if she does you completely wrong, say that you're in a relationship with her, she cheats, She would take it to the grave. She would not tell you. You have to hold these types of women accountable, because at the end of the day, when you hold them accountable, depending on the situation and the dynamic, that will either cause her to improve, or she can feel like she can go to the next person who's not going to hold her accountable and do whatever she wants. But I'm telling you, us collectively as guys in this society, if we can start to become red pill, understand the truths to life, and move with alpha energy, you will be able to hold women accountable. And when you hold women accountable, they won't mess up as much. You have to hold them accountable. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's like, at the end of the day, if you did go through trauma, you went through trauma. Everybody handles trauma differently, right? But you can't expect to act like that and not get judged, right? You cannot act like that and expect not to get judged. Obviously, like I said, we're all humans. We have our own faults, but it's like it just comes to a certain point where it's like you have to hold them accountable. If that's the situation, then get therapy, get help. If you need help, get help, right? Another type of justification that you try to use is that you going through your 403 phase is a way for you to feel empowered. How do you feel empowered? By sleeping with multiple men? I'm curious. I'm generally curious. I'm generally curious. Unless you're just here to be a Jezebel succubus, aka a Jezebus, and all you're trying to do is steal men's energy, right? Steal men's energy. Because I told you the two main important things that we have in this society are energy and our resources. Do you feel empowered by stealing men's energy? At the end of the day, that's up for you to decide. But I'm telling you right now, don't try to justify why what you're doing is what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to respect you for that. Because all you're doing is just messing yourself up and thinking that what you're doing is okay because nobody's holding you accountable. But listen, on this channel, we're going to hold you accountable. In the manosphere, we are going to hold you accountable. We that are red pill, we that are alpha, we that are on our spiritual journey, we are going to hold you accountable. Because if roles were reversed and we were acting like a hoe, you would label us as a F-boy. As a F, you know what, right? You're going to judge us. So we're going to hold you accountable as well too. We're going to for sure hold you accountable. Let's get into this video, man.
And curate sex on her own terms. I don't know. Let's find out together, right?
Hey, my name is Sunny from Miami, Florida, and I had a good damn time during the hoe phase.
Hey guys, it's your girl Naomi, and I'm here discussing the importance of the hoe phase.
What's up, you guys? My name is Shay Marie. I'm a hoe, I'm a hustler, I'm an educator, I'm a model, and I'm here talking about the hoe phase and how hoe is life.
Hi everyone, I'm Raquel Savage. I'm a sex coach, sex educator, and sex worker.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Jody. We about to talk about the hoe phase, y'all. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sheila Marie, and today we are talking about the hoe phase. So I have some lovely ladies here that are going to put in some of their ideas and inputs and experience as it relates to the hoe phase. And I think we should just get right into it. So I think it's important to have a definition if we're talking about things. The hoe phase can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So I'm curious to you guys, what in your definition, what is a hoe phase?
Men don't have a hoe phase. So if
they just become hoes.
they just do what they do, and everybody like accepts it. So I feel like being a hoe is just like weighing your options. It's not.
Slow down. Slow down. So I just want to understand one thing. You believe that men do things and men aren't held accountable in society for what they do, right? At least when it comes to sleeping with multiple women, right? You have to understand at the end of the day, they are held accountable. They are labeled as F-boys. They are labeled as people that are dogs, right? They have these terms for men that do those things. And the one thing that you have to understand is that when you're talking about those certain men, you're talking about the top 10%. A man cannot go through his quote-unquote 403 phase without being successful. He has to have attained some type of level of success for him to even go through those types of things. But the average guy, 90% of the population, is not going through that. 90% of the population does not have options. 90% of the population aren't getting the types of women that they want until they self-improve and get into the top 10%. Obviously building up their wealth, obviously building up their status, obviously building up their power and influence. And then from there you can get into that top 10%. But women, I'd say roughly 95 to 99% of women don't have to do anything for them to go into that type of phase, because that's the way that the society is. Let's get into this video, man.
An actual thing. And like, I feel like men use the word hoe as a derogatory term for women that they cannot control.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think it's so much about the labels, more as it's more about being comfortable with having casual sex.
Yes.
Because we've been conditioned about, like, for numbers, for example, like, and then
Yeah,
dudes
what's
will
your
say,
body count?
yeah, whatever your body count, oh, multiply it by 3. Like, bitch, it's 3 and 4 now, you okay, and it's gonna be like that for my whole life.
But also, who's counting?
Right.
See, this is the crazy part, man. Like, this is the crazy part about it. It's like you have certain women like this that believe it's okay for women to have casual sex, but it's like as women get older and they start to hit the wall and they're not in their prime anymore, they're gonna want a man to lock them down. They're gonna want a man to lock down. They're gonna want a man to be in a relationship with. But the thing you have to understand is that if you are dealing with a man, if you are encountering a man in that situation, he's gonna obviously want to know about your past. But these types of women, right, that go through these phases, which is almost all women. I'm not gonna obviously generalize women, but I say almost, right? They don't want you to judge their past, but they don't realize that their past is who they are currently. Let me say that again. They don't want you to judge them for their past, but they don't realize that their past is who they are currently, unless they have hit the wall or they're about to get killed. And that's facts at the end of the day. You have to understand that for what it truly is. That the thing is that they don't want you to know the truth.
We don't do that anymore, but it was a really big
I counted
thing.
for a long time. I have cycles. I have a rule that I have Mariah Carey say, oh my God, when Eminem and Mariah Carey were going through it, she said, I'm not that girl. I think of people I've had sex with on 10 fingers and 10 toes when I was like 12 years old. And I was like, oh my God, whatever that is, it's gold. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So I remember getting to like 6 and being like, girl, Mariah Carey, like, I don't know. It's so funny how programming, right? And I flew across country. I would go to Cuba to go have sex with a dude just because I didn't want to add another body.
You flew yourself out?
Yes.
Wait. I need to pause you there and clarify. Are you saying if you have sex with a guy in Cuba, it doesn't count towards your body?
No, it does count. I just was recycling because I didn't want to add a new body. So it was the same person.
Oh, you'll go
yeah.
But it's not good. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Over here, you said it's not really a phase.
It's not a phase.
It's just a part of who you are.
I think it's a
Do
phase.
you guys agree? You think it's a phase?
I think it's a mindset. I don't think it's
tell
a
me more
phase.
about that.
Because I think that when I'm in a relationship, I have the mindset of I wanna compromise, I wanna kind of help each other grow, there's some type of commitment. When I'm in my hoe phase, like it's all about me. I don't care. Like this is what it is, you gonna take it or you not gonna take it.
Is it primarily sexual? The whole thing? Yes.
No, for me it isn't.
Oh no, sorry.
It's not just sexual. For me it's a
Okay,
mindset.
that's okay. For me, that's yes for you and no for you.
I'm in the middle because I feel like a whole phase encompasses a lot of different things,
Right.
and not just like sex and just like being
Okay.
selfish. You know, I just feel like it encompasses a lot of different things.
It is like a whole lifestyle.
It's a whole lifestyle, and it's
judge.
super relative. That's why no one can
Yes.
define it because it just depends on the person.
I meet women all the time that are in their 30s, that are in their 40s, and they're like, I don't know what I think about stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like. Like, I don't know what sex I like. I know what sex
Never
I
had an
did
orgasm.
to I never had had an orgasm.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like symbolic of a space that is completely led and driven by you. And figuring out who you are and what you like. So for you guys, because everybody here identified first to me that you went through or are in a hoe phase. My question is, like, a lot of women will say, well, I've heard a lot of women that talk about the hoe phase as something that's born out of pain. And then there are some women who would say, no, it's actually born out of a place of power. This is my site of power. I'm interested on what side of the fence you guys are on.
I started doing sex work out of survival.
What does that mean?
Meaning that I couldn't, like, before my life, I had like no family support. I was on my own, so I had to like figure out how to survive. And I'm originally from Chicago, and
You see what I'm saying? And that is basically sums up like female nature within itself, in the sense that it's like females will do anything just to be able to show you that they will do anything to justify their actions. But if a man justifies his actions in this society, he's going to get trolled. If a man justifies his actions in society, he's going to get disrespected and insulted.
I moved from there because it was violent, and I moved to New York City, and I became a teacher. And so I was a teacher during the day for little kids, and I was doing sex work at night, as well as like performance work, because I'm like a singer and actress and stuff. So it was just like out of literal survival. But I've always been a little bit more like on the freer side, because my mom, she's like handicapped, so I like took care of her all my life, and she was very like much like my best friend. And she was just like, I can't get out of this chair to chase you, so I'm going to tell you how to go about sex. So because I had a mom like that, I was a lot more freer with my sexuality than a lot of my other friends that I know and hung around with. And then also I just feel like as like you get older, you realize all this good girl stuff, all this bad, like it's hogwash. Like none of it makes sense. There's no like clear path to righteousness, fulfilling relationships, great careers. Like it's like you do what you have to do and what you need to do.
One takeaway that I want anyone watching this video to have is that you can see here that there's a lot of diverse opinions on this same topic. So I don't want it to be, should you have one? Should you not have one? Do you think a woman is going to miss out if she doesn't? Do you think she's going to? I want you to be able, or maybe I'm speaking just to women here. I just want you to be able to watch this, get some info, and decide for yourself if it's something that you want for yourself. And only you know that. Nobody else, society can't tell you, your partners cannot tell you, your friends cannot tell you what to do with your own body. So, okay, final thing I want to end with is, it's confusing. Navigating sexuality, figuring out what you like, figuring out what makes you feel good, all that, it's confusing. There might be any women watching this video that are in the midst of what they define as a hoe phase. What's one thing you would say to those women?
Define your own journey.
I would say move from a place that centers you.
Have fun and make sure you get in the nut.
She gonna get that.
Explore yourself, like have fun with exploring what brings you pleasure and what brings you joy. That way, when you're interacting with others, you can express to them what your joy and what your pleasure is from your own point of view, and not let them define it.
Be empowered and be encouraged in whatever the fuck you want to do.
You see what I'm saying? It's certain comments like that, like what she said and what the girl before her said, that it's like when you eventually end up hitting the wall and you're trying to get a man to lock you down, he looks at things like this and he assesses you and he realizes that your value isn't where you want your value to be, because you're used up already. And like that's probably the best way I can put it, bruh. You can't expect people to respect you when you don't respect yourself. You don't respect your body.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing.
That part.
I mean, again, we need to just cheers to you guys being open and vulnerable with your stories and being honest and just so beautiful and fun. Thank you so much. Listen, if you like the video, as always, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment sections. But be nice, because y'all be going in. Let's get it.
Man, that's crazy. Like I said, at the end of the day, you cannot expect a man to look at this and not assess your value and see you for who you truly are. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that at the end of the day, you have the right to do whatever you want to do, right? But just understand that there's repercussions with it. At the end of the day, right? There's going to be repercussions for what you do. If you decide that you want to go through that phase, and the thing you have to understand is that it's not even about deciding whether you want to or not. It's within your genetics to determine if you are supposed to do that or if you're not supposed to do that, right? Just the same within your genetics to decide if you're supposed to be loyal or not, right? Just understand that at the end of the day, your actions are going to have consequences, right? If you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, and we're going to catch you in the next video. This is Wokey Bucks, and I'm out, man.